Hello. Yes. Yes.
Yes. So my question was that basics about the market, about business, how market works, and basic understanding
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
technical analysis and forex market. All know.
Yeah. Yeah. I have an idea.
So let me start with the price action because what we are trading in our firm in our company is to trade on the basis of price action because price action is the newest and foremost historical part of the technical analysis. But often in this time, most of the trader do trading on the basis of indicator, but we are following history of price and the action between the price and the current market scenario. So let me start with basic understanding of what is price action. Price action is nothing but a movement in a price which is indicating the direction of the price and which indicate the which side we have to trade. Let me start with do you know about basics, support, resistance, and all?
Yeah. Resistance support. I know.
Okay. So what most of the traders do nowadays, they are trading on the basis of support and resistance. But we, as a firm, we are working on the basis of price action. Let me just clear with it. Let me start with it. This is a
Yeah.
something bar bar study which is you will find in TradingView. You are which platform you are using, sir?
MT4.
Okay, you are using MT4. Okay. We are working on a TradingView because TradingView is the most effective and the tool which we get in TradingView are more effective for analysis price and understand market direction. So that's why we are using this, but no problem. Let me teach you what I'm going to teach you right now. So, sir, as you know, you can see that price is moving into a downward channel structure. I hope you understand the price action structure because price action chart and all. This is a bar study which you will get in a TradingView. This is a bar study which indicate the price action, and with the help of bar study we can do extract the real price, and we can analyze this on the basis of this bar. So what we are seeing in this chart, what you are seeing in this chart, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What you are able to see in this chart, sir?
Just basic movement of the market up and down.
Okay. You can see that market movement was very choppy in this area also. This area also was very choppy movement in the market. This area also was a very choppy movement in the market. This
Yeah.
area, this area, this area. But overall, the structure is indicating that price was in a downward channel. Let me show.
Yeah. Going down actually.
You can see first touch, second touch, third touch, fourth touch, and recently price was made. It's a five touch, and currently what is price making in that? This was a real candlesticks pattern, and as you know, this will be a resistance level for the price to move upside. And overall picture, what we have in the overall picture, we have a downward channel structure. So our long-term view will always be for the downside. We always have to remember the long picture in our mind before indicating before doing a trade. And what we are getting in small time frame also, we are getting one more price action structure which is indicating that price is moving into the channel structure. You can see this. But market, whenever you are trading price action structure, one thing you have to always remind yourself that price action always give you an indication, but you will have to wait for the confirmation to enter into the market. In this chart, you can see that price, it was indicating that price will have to move up. And from the resistance level, we look for the short. We look for the short from the resistance level. But this is just an indication. We have to work on a market. You can see this was a candle which was indicating that yeah, price will move down because it was respected the resistance level, but the next candle but rejected the price and it moved up. So this was just a breakout of that price action structure. So what this whole price action, this entire price action get failed in the market. because price break with the resistance level and it's also supported. But maybe this can be a false breakout. So let me start. You can see this correction.
Yeah.
This was an impulsive move down, and this was a correction. If the price break this correction structure, then there's a higher possibility that we will trade this for the short. But what we get in a market, let me move forward. Price did not break that level, and it comes into new price action structure, which is now I'm going to delete it at all. Just 2 minutes. So
Yeah.
yeah. So price is what? Price come into new price action structure. Let me just delete it or go move forward. Yeah. So you can see from the downward channel structure, price come into the new price action structure. This was a downward channel, which we are discussing just before. This was we are discussing, but what happened in the market again? Market rejected this resistance level and supported over that. And what it made over here? It made a reversal structure, which is indicating that when the price will break this reversal, then it will move down. And price get very strong in that area. We have traded this for the short, and what the area we book profit is also based on the price action, because price action always give an indication and direction into the market. You can see this price coming to the new price action structure, which is called the ascending channel structure, and within that structure, price was making this reversal structure, which was indicating us to trade this into the market and trade for the downward channel. There is a 2 and 3 most important thing in a price action is just price action always give you an indication, but we will have to wait for the confirmation to trade. Second, whenever the price will break any kind of price action structure, there is a higher possibility that the price will come to retest that price. You can see this price moved massive impulse correction down, but whenever the price break, this was a daily time frame. You can see this price have break this level, but it is very important. It is very obvious. It is very common that whenever the price break, they will have to come for the retesting that level. So price moved up is only because retesting the level. There is a possibility that price will go up to that level and then it will move down. And there's a 90% possibility that whenever the price break, price action structure or ascending channel structure, this is a theory behind the ascending channel structure, which is telling that when the price break any kind of ascending channel structure, there is a higher possibility that price will move up to the low of the structure. There is a 90% probabilities. We are working on probabilities. Also, probability play one of the most important role to trade and to maximize our profit. So that's why we are using probability factor in also our trading. So this was a whole structure. This was whole we are thinking about the market, and this is what I have to tell about the pattern separation and the study of price action. Let me move forward with Euro JPY. This is a Euro JPY.
Can I do GBP JPY? GBP USD?
GBP USD, sure. Yes, sir. This was. Let me just clear it out, then I will tell. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is a JPY. This is a daily time frame structure. This is a daily time frame structure of JPY, which was indicating that price will move up to the low of that structure. But you can see this.
Yeah.
This is what? This is clearly indication that price is moving into the ascending channel structure. Because When you draw a
But
line from the top,
it's all on the news, right? It doesn't this
yeah, this is
secondary,
because
right?
of a second wave and because of the vaccination. That's why. And the market always work on a fundamental, but technical is just to determine the direction of the market. So this is what this was also indicating, sir, when the price was moving into this shoppiness was derived that price will move into the upside because this was very, at least month to month it was uh, uh, moving in that area because of the correction at the higher time frame structure. So it was very choppy structure, and as you can see now it is forming very clear price action structure, which is indicating that, which was indicating actually price rejected the new structure, which was let me just move into the small time frame, then you will understand what it is. This is very important study. You can see this yellow, actually is a bar study, which you will get in a trading view. This is a bar study which is very effective to understand the price action structure and the market behavior and the direction of the market, which is very helpful for us to understand the direction. So what you can see here, price action always moving into the impulse. This is third important point. Price action always move into the impulse correction continuation ways. First, price action always gives you an indication, but you will have to wait for the confirmation. Second, whenever the price will break any kind of price action structure, there is a higher possibility that it will come to retest the price. And third, price action always move into the impulse correction continuation structure. This will be considered as an impulse. This will be considered as a correction. This will be considered as a continuation, not by candle, but by the structure I'm talking about. So how it is, you will find this here: impulse, correction, sorry, 2 minutes. Yeah, is it clear? So what I'm talking to you, yeah, impulse correction. You can see this is the impulse. Price impulsively moved down. This was a correction, and this was a continuation. This was a one price action structure. Impulse correction continuation is a one price action structure. Again, price come into the new price action structure, which is what? What you can see again, new price action structure in this.
Going up on it.
Yeah, this was also in this price action structure, which is called the ascending channel structure. And from the top, I will predict this. There is a two kind of information we are getting at that area, because price was also moving into the downward channel structure and it was at the top. You can see. And in a small time frame, it was also moving into the ascending channel structure. So it was clear indication that price will move down up to that level. So let me tell you in this. If you are a support resistance trader, you will understand that this is a support level, this is a resistance level.
Yeah.
But price action not means this is a very old kind of a study which I'm not doing. Actually, I'm from for the 5 year I'm working on a price action. So the way I look chart is very different from the others. What I am looking in this chart is that I'm looking that the price is moving into the downward channel, not support resistance. Never going to think anything about it. I'm looking only this price is moving into the downward channel structure, and this was a support level for the price. And within that structure, price action structure, price was also moving into the ascending channel. In this, I will tell you in a small time frame, just moving to the small time frame, in which that will be all means clear. This is a 1 hour time frame structure. So clear price action, which is telling you that price is moving into the ascending channel. Let me extract it. Yeah. It was so clearly indicating that price is moving into the price action in a ascending channel, and from the top we have to trade this. From the top we have to trade this, and I was in this trade for the short. I was in this trade. Let me.
But how long do you hold it? Like,
I will hold only for the price action. Just like price was moving into the ascending channel, I only trade price action. So when the price action
20 pips.
completed, when the price action completed, just like this was a complete price action because price was touched first, second, third. So this was my exit. And if I have to hold long, then I will do what? I will do just like that. I will do no. Let me show you first what was my trade. I hope it will be yeah. This was my trade. I was traded this. When the price was breaked, at that level, I was traded this for the short and small stop loss was very small. What I was doing when I have to maximize our profit, in fact, what we are doing when we are understanding that market has more potential, market has more opportunities to trade. So we are doing what? My first target was that, but what I was did in at that time is that when my target was hit, I was revised my stop loss at the profit of 1%. This is my trading rule. You have to have your own trading rule. This is my trading rule, which is telling me that when the position moved into 1%, I revised my stop loss into the cost. So at that time, what I was did, I was revised my stop loss at the cost. When I was hit, it was hit my target, but I was getting more potential to capitalize. I was revised it into the profit, and when I get my 100% profit, I was exited from the market completely. I was exited.
But how long did you hold this for? This trade?
I was holding it at this area, sir.
No, like how long did it take to reach there?
Sorry.
How long did it take to reach there? 1 week, 10 days, 1 month?
When the price was break that level, sir, actually I was getting indication from the market, and all the clients have booked profit at that area because at that time market condition was also not good. So we booked profit at when the price action complete their first price action structure, and I personally, which I was traded, I was closed at around. I was very conservative trader, so that's why this was 6 months at 48%. I was booked at that.
But this is one day's action, or
no, sir? I was holded. I was holded at least 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. How many days it took?
3 days. I was holded at least in third day. I was get caught. It is not considered. I am a actually short time trader. I trade only swings. Yeah, but we are in a company where we trade only intradays, and when we are going to hold our clients, when we are going to hold our HNI clients, we work for them, and we trade. We also hold trade for them. So what I was getting, I was thought that price will move down. At that time I was thought that price will move down to complete this price action structure, but this is not happened. This is not happening in the market. I was thought that it will move down, but what happened? Price break. So it is just a price action. When the price did not give me a confirmation, I did at that time I was getting indication because price was also moving into the ascending channel, just like before. You know about history always repeat itself. So price was giving me an indication that from that level it will also move down. It will also move down to this. But what happened? Price break. I did not enter. Because I was getting only indication, but I wait for the confirmation at that time. And just like that, I get confirmation. I get correction at that level. I get complete correction at that level. And after correction, I have entered. Just like I was waiting this area also, but I did not get confirmation, so I did not enter it. So this is just a price action, and we will always have to wait for the confirmation in the market. So what happened now? Market has changed its price action structure. What is moving in that light? Now it is moving into this. And as I told you, market always work on an impulse correction continuation. So you can see this here also. Impulse correction continuation. Let me move forward and tell you about the impulse correction continuation, how it works into the market in a very popular price action structure, which is a Euro USD. Euro USD is one of the favorite pairs for me, because the impulse correction continuation work very effectively in that. I show you in 1, 2, 3. How many impulse correction continuation you can see in this chart?
Oh, many.
Hmm?
Many.
Okay,
One,
let
two,
me
three,
just
four,
discuss. 1,
9 at least.
2.
Four, huh?
You can see psychology behind in that. Market always work in an impulse direction continuation. Whenever you open any kind of chart, you just have to see one thing. Is that price an impulsive wave? Is that price in their impulse condition? Is there price in continuation? Is there price is confirmation? You have to continuation. You have to look for that. You can see this is not by candle, but the structure is the same. Impulse correction continuation structure is the same. Market always work on an impulse correction continuation, and you will have to identify whenever you open any chart, any currency pair. Just first look at things. Price is impulse move in a correction or in a continuation. When it is an impulse, you will have to wait for the confirmation. When it was correction will be a very risk-free trade, because if you see this is an impulse. If you see this is a correction, when the correction will break, you will enter in this with a very stop loss, small stop loss, because your stop loss will be only this. Let me show you.
But
When you
how
are
do you
trading,
know where you're entering? Which part of the
when the price
you
will
are
break, corrections, sir. Just like in this, price was in an impulse. This was a correction, and when the price break correction, you entered in that. Stop loss will be this, and the basic condition was that after the breakout, it will move up to that level. So your target will be at this. This will be the basic understanding of price action. Whenever the price break, what about in this? In this is also price break. You entered, hit target. In this also. I was capitalized 3 of them, but last one I was not capitalized, because you know why? The reason why, because I was not getting the confirmation in that. I thought that price will move up to that level, but it did not touch at the low, and then it moved up. And after the completing the structure, I thought that it was like that. It was complete structure, and I missed to trade this one.
right? But it was sure going 1.21. Huh?
What?
It was sure going to 1.21.
Yeah.
Like last night it went.
Yeah. So this is what price action. This is the impulse action.
But even though US news was positive, still you think it was going to go?
Even the US was
positive? No, the full data was positive.
So
now I'm saying still you thought it will go 1.21.
Actually, sir, this is a thing which we can discuss in an open market, because whenever the news comes, market, you know what the basic what I learn in that market is that news does not create the price action structure. It just creates the volatility into the market. If the price action was indicating that price will have to move up, if the price action was indicating that price will have to move up, but news comes and it suddenly move up. If news does not come, then it moves like that. But news comes, it suddenly move up. So market only creates volume, not price action structure. If the price action was indicated, it will have to move up. It will move up, but in a very slow manner, in a very little volume, in a very normal volume. But if suddenly news come, it will directly move up. But if news did not come, if the price is making this structure, it will move like that. but it will hit your target. It will hit for continuation structure. So this is a basic understanding for me, and what I'm looking in that right now. You can see price action structure always give an indication to the market. You can see this. This one I was instructed from here. This one I was instructed from here. What is the basic understanding in that? Because price was at the down. This is a trend line resistance. This is a trend line resistance. You can see, and price was very near right now. Price is very near to the resistance level. So what we are looking for here. I'm looking here for the downside because history is showing me. History showed me that when the price was at the top, it was moved. When the price was hit second edge, it was moved. And what is basic understanding in this? What is similarity? Not by candle, but the structure is similar.
Yeah.
You can see structure is similar, but not by candle. This was creepy move. Yeah, you can see so much creepy move at that area, so much, but this was very clear. Indicating that price will move down from the top. This is what we are trading in a market. This is what, and as I told you, price action, whenever the price break, it will come to retest. You can see price break this level, but it will move up. Why? Because it had to retest that level, then it move down. Retesting is give you a confirmation also. So, sir, tell me your doubts and all, so I can clear this also.
Nothing. I'm just starting to learn actually.
Actually, you fascinated this trading style. What I'm doing.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It is very interesting, sir. You will never get bored if you are trading in this market price action in this way, because it takes patience, but it will the accuracy and the trade you will do it very sure, and you will more capitalize on that also. The price action is very important tool, and I have spent my entire 20s, and right now I'm in last 5 years I'm working in a market and very good ways, and capitalize more and more. And you know, I was trading also. I was trading very small means, and the number of trades very low. But yeah, I trade also. You know, you can see this also. This is also I was traded, but I was exited at break even. This was I also traded but exited at break even. You know why? Because this was what?
So you're Sandy, huh?
No, I'm not Sandy.
What's your name?
My name is Shubham. Actually, Sandy was a senior research analyst in the market, which is a forex and comex. But I'm a senior research analyst, which on the basis of price action and all the session, all the Zoom meetings and one-to-one communication with clients. This is my responsibility to do, so that's why I'm sharing it with. And you will have to share this the feedback of this meeting to Sandy also. So do not forget about that. So what I was seeing in this, yeah, this was I was traded, but I exited unfortunately at break even because I thought that price will move down, and I will get full target. What I was traded is that price was moved down impulsively. This was a correction, and after the correction, let me show you in a 15-minute time frame, which is very clear.
So what time frame do you normally use?
Actually, sir, when I have to hold trade on for the longer term period, when I see opportunity for the long term, I usually go for just like in this. This is an NZD USD, and so I cannot go in a 15-minute or a one hour time frame for this to trade. But this is what I was trading in a daily time frame, because the price was break in a daily time frame. So this is a daily time frame structure. Maybe this will have to I hold for the week ahead, for the week and all. But when I see opportunity in a long time frame, when I get a breakout in daily and in a 4 hourly, I use 4 hourly. But for the analysis of the market, I do top to down analysis. I go monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hourly, 1 hourly, and maybe sometimes 15 minutes for getting entries in the market. In this is very small entries I took because I have to capitalize only small. So I traded this in a 15 minutes because this is an impulsive move round. This was a correction. And after the correction, I was entered. I was entered in this, price come to retest, again come to retest, and then it will move up to 1.70. I do not judge on the basis of, I do not calculate on the basis of pips. I calculate on the basis of percentage. This is 1.60% I was getting. So I was do what? This is my trading rule. When the position move into the 1%, I revise my stop loss at cost. So when it was in a 1%, I was revised my stop loss at cost, and unfortunately, when it moved again to retest, I was exited. So happy with that. I followed my trading plan. I'm happy with that. I have no issue with that. So this is what
But
we
yeah,
are
that's
trading.
a good idea. You know, instead of setting the stop, like take profit.
Yes,
you
sir.
can take
This
profit as
yeah.
your stop loss.
Yeah, it is very important because risk management is one of the most important thing, and this is my trading rule. I do not trade more than 1% risk of my capital. I trade only 1% risk in every trade. This is my trading rule I'm sharing with you, and I always wait for the confirmation. I always wait for the price action breakout. I always means this might whenever the price whenever my position moves into the 1%, I revise my stop loss at cost. When it 2%, I revise at 1%, and so on. This is happening in a market. So this is, I'm very
So how
happy
many
with that.
lots is? How do you take the decision of how many lots to do?
Based on my capital and based on my 1% risk. If I have $1,000 account and my risk is 1%, means $10. So I trade only that quantity which maximum loss will be at $10.
Ah,
Yeah, I trade on the basis of, if I have account of 10,000 USD, so 1% is 100 USD. So I only took quantity only that much, which give me a loss. If I get loss, only $100. So this is my trading rule, and I means work on that.
right.
So I hope you understand the market condition and the way we are working on a market. And it is good to talk to you. I feel so much grateful. So
Yes, thank you for your info. That's
thank
very
you, sir.
helpful.
Sir, do not forget to share feedback with Sandy because that will help
Yeah.
me. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Sure, I'll do that. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. Bye.